How you doing, Trench?
I'm back.
How you doing, Trench?
I'm back.
Hi, in this video we're going to show you how the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, is going to contradict the Quran. He's going to disobey his own Quran. And also, if we go to the Sunnah, you will see how Muhammad is contradicting himself from very authentic hadith. In very authentic hadith like Sahih al-Bukhari. Muhammad saying something, then later he changes his mind and says the opposite, contradicting himself over and over. Let us go through the Quran and some hadith to show you that Muhammad is nothing but a scammer and a fake prophet who contradicted himself over and over. Let's do this, guys. So let us start with the Quran. Let us read chapter 28, ayah 77. Again, chapter 28, ayah 77. But seek with that which Allah has bestowed on you, the home of the hereafter, and forget not your portion of legal enjoyment in this world, and do good as Allah has been good to you, and seek not mischief in the land. Verily, Allah likes not the mufsidun, those who commit great crimes and sins, oppressors, tyrants, dictators, mischief makers, and corrupts. So people who are basically dictators, tyrants. So Allah does not like such people. So let us see how Muhammad is going to contradict his own Quran in chapter 28, ayah 77. And we're going to show you also how Muhammad contradicts himself in other hadiths. Once he says this, and the other time he says totally the opposite. And that proves that Muhammad is nothing but a fake prophet who even forgot what he said earlier, even in his Quran and in the Sunnah. Let us go and see how Muhammad contradicted himself. This is Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1847b. Again, Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1847b. It has been narrated through a different chain of transmitters on the authority of Hudayfa bin al-Yaman, who said, Messenger of Allah, no doubt we had an evil time, i.e. the days of al-Jahiliyyah or ignorance, the pre-Islamic era basically. And God brought us a good time, i.e. the Islamic period, through which we are now living. Will there be a bad time after this good time? He, the Holy Prophet, said, yes. I said, will there be a good time after this bad time? He said, yes. I said, will there be a bad time after good time? He said, yes. I said, how? Whereupon he, the Prophet, said, there will be leaders who will not be led by my guidance and who will not adopt my ways. There will be among them men who will have the hearts of devils in the bodies of human beings. I said, what should I do, Messenger of Allah, if I happen to live in that time? He replied, the Messenger of Allah replied, you will listen to the Emir, which is the Caliph, and carry out his orders, even if your back is flogged and your wealth is snatched. You should listen and obey that Emir, that Caliph. So do you see how Muhammad contradicted his own Quran? Do you see it? Even if it's a corrupt Emir, a corrupt leader, a corrupt Islamic ruler, you should obey him. Even if he takes your wealth, even if he takes your women, your money, you still have to obey him. Wow. So do you see how Muhammad contradicted his own Quran? And if we continue reading and we go to other hadith, we will see even more damage created by the Prophet of Islam. Watch. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 7053. Again, Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 7053. Narrated Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad. The Prophet said, whoever disapproves of something done by his ruler, then he should be patient. For whoever disobeys the ruler, i.e. the caliph, for example, even a little is a span, will die as those who died in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, i.e. as a rebellious sinners. So do you see, you have to obey the ruler, you have to obey the caliph as a Muslim at all times, even if he takes your wealth, even if he beats you, even if there's unjust towards you, according to the Prophet. At all times, you have to obey such a leader. Later, Muhammad contradicts himself in, again, Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 4340. Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 4340. Watch. Narrated Ali, the Prophet sent a Sariya, which is a company basically, under the command of a man from the Ansar, and ordered the soldiers to obey him. So Muhammad sent a company of men from the Ansar and ordered these soldiers to obey the ruler, the commander, i.e. the commander. The commander, became angry and said, "Didn't the Prophet order you to obey me?" The soldiers replied, "Yes." He said, "Collect firewood for me." So they collected it. He said, "Make a fire." So the commander is commanding the soldiers to make a fire. When they made it, he said, "Enter it." So go into the fire. You have to burn yourselves. Go into the fire. Set yourself on fire. So the soldiers, intended to do that and started holding each other and saying, "We run towards, i.e. take refuge with the Prophet from the fire. So we don't want to go to hellfire." That's what their response is. So we don't want to enter the fire, and you are asking us to go into the fire? They kept on saying that till the fire was extinguished and the anger of the commander abated. So then when the fire was extinguished, the commander, he started to relax. When that news reached the Prophet, now watch the reaction of Muhammad. When that news reached the Prophet, he said, if they had entered it, i.e. the fire, they would have not come out of it till the day of resurrection. Obedience to somebody is required when he enjoys what is good. So do you see how Muhammad contradicted himself? Here he says, it's good that you didn't listen to the leader, to your leader, the commander, that he pointed as a commander of the soldiers. So according to Muhammad, they did something good. They did a good thing to not listen or obey their commander that he himself pointed them to listen to. But as you see in the last hadith that we mentioned, Muhammad is saying that you have to obey your ruler, your caliphs, your commanders at all times. As we explained to you, you should listen and obey them. You will listen to the Amir and carry out his orders, even if your back is flogged and your wealth is snatched. You should listen and obey. That's what Muhammad said. So do you see how Muhammad contradicted himself in the hadith and he contradicted himself in the Quran? How can this be a prophet of God? Can a prophet of God, who is always getting divine revelation from so-called Allah through Jibreel, and contradict himself? Muslims, don't allow anyone to deceive you. Stop being deaf, mute and blind. Don't allow your shuyukh, your imams, your ustaz to keep these hidden facts hidden from you. Think. We are showing everything on a screen with crystal clear proof from the most authentic sources that we can find, and show you that Muhammad in the Quran saying that you should not obey or follow oppressors and tyrants, dictators, rulers who are nothing but mufsidun, But if we see what Muhammad says in the Sunnah, we can conclude that Muhammad is nothing but a fake prophet, a scammer who kept contradicting his own Quran. And not only his Quran, but also himself in the Sunnah, in the Hadith. So Muslims, wake up. Please wake up.
The idea I had before of the verse is in the bin now.
Okay. And?
As a Muslim, listen, we don't use our brain. If Allah contradicts our brain, we take our brain out of the sight. We take our brain out of the world. You understand?
That's wonderful.
It's just me, Patrick.
So you see, Muslims are nothing but zombies, brain dead zombies. They have to always say, Sami'na wa ata'na. We heard and we obeyed. We heard and we obeyed.
Food. Not food. Food. Okay?
So take the brains from your skull, out of your skull, and throw them in the bin, in the garbage, where they belong.
As a Muslim, listen, we don't use our brain. If Allah contradicts our brain, we take our brain out of the sight. We take our brain out of the world. You understand?
That's wonderful.
At least he was honest.
You are so silly.
It was like, whoa, oh my God. I was like,
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button and share our videos all over social media. Let my videos go viral, people. Thanks for watching and God bless.